All right, here we are. Let's get everyone in the shot. Caroline on camera. Yeah. Get close. So we have you guys. You guys are, you know, first of all, I just am in shock. Like, how do you guys know each other and how long do you know each other? And you are living legends.
Let me tell you.
Because I don't know if you're rising stars because you're like stars forever. And you I know for a long, long, long time. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, like, you were always like such a freaking inspiration. And I don't know if you, I know her longer than I know you.
I met you through Richard.
Right.
You know, what,
yeah.
10 years ago the first time?
It might be, but I don't know. I don't know if you know how inspirational you and your, you know, the Cycle Sluts, they just, I think they started more trends than they are given credit for.
I think so. They did.
And I just know that when I didn't even know you and I knew you, that you guys like totally molded where society went, you know, and in so many ways, like just even like cut off jean shorts with tights.
It was a stylized thing, but that they were also at the time the first from our neighborhood that really stood out, right? You know, because there were no girls from the neighborhood, from the East Village, that were like doing that as large as they did at the time.
And they did it so naturally and like seamlessly.
She knows. She's like, I know. I've heard all this shit.
She's a living icon. This is RaFF. And so let's introduce you guys now that we like, you know, couldn't even like introduce you. So it's RaFF to me.
Yeah, it's RaFF. I generally go by RaFF, but since I've been writing, I put my full name out there because it just doesn't make sense to be RaFF. So MaRy RaFFaeLe is my full name, but everyone's called me RaFF.
Forever.
Forever, yeah.
And you as well is...
Well, my name's all butchered up. I mean...
What is your name? Who are you?
I am like such a weird mix of names. My first name is Lara, which like people who've known me for a long time call me. But I've been Zoe for about 15 to 18 years.
Okay, so I only know you as Zoe.
So, yeah, most people do because no one can say Laura in this country. So
Laura?
Thank you.
Laura is who I was with in that Ford Bronco when I... Yeah,
you know, that story was funny because I had the same story, except I took my dad's Mercedes out and it broke down. We were on our way to Brighton.
Okay.
I was like,
I know Brighton.
14, and we were pushing the, you know, driving the car. It broke down about like 2 minutes outside the house along the King's Road, and we had to push it all the way back, and it was just like.
Did they know?
Pushed it back in the garage. Oh. My dad comes home. He tries to start the car up, and the clutch came out in his hand. And I'm like, I have no idea.
Dads are watching today, man. Oh boy, it's Father's Day weekend, so happy Father's Day.
Yeah, really, Dad.
There you go.
I think every girl has that story, though.
Did you drive?
Really? Yeah, I took the car out too. I think every
did it break down?
I rode it into a ditch.
Oh!
I backed it up into a ditch. It was one of those like dad luxury cars, and my girlfriend, who was way smarter than me and had always earned more money than I did, she called the tow truck and paid for the tow truck to pull it out, and then we just drove it home. We never went to the party we were going to go to. We were so scared.
Where'd you grow up?
Michigan.
Oh, I remember that. I rember that.
She's the Midwest girl, and that's what her memoir's about, you know.
You wrote
the adventures of a Midwest girl gone awry.
That's her book.
Have you heard any of her stuff?
No.
You have to come
I have to.
You know what, Raph? We're going to do that this year?
We are going to put a reading series together, I think, with the two of us.
I think I just read about it.
Yeah, because we haven't made any...
We've done stuff before at my thing about poetry, but that was very one-dimensional. And I think we're going to do something where the two of us, and we invite other people on. But what I meant to say is that people don't really know this. They just think that RaFF did Cycle Sluts. She's actually extremely bright.
Oh, I know that.
And a really amazing
But I think all of them were extremely bright.
I only know, I know Donna a little bit,
too.
but I don't know her that well.
I only know those two, you and Donna, pretty much. And but didn't you write a book too?
Well, I've been writing a memoir for a long time, and I've now turned it again into a novel. It's gone from novel memoir to that. But I wrote something that was published in a book that got some attention and whatever.
Right.
You know, it's my past life as a sex worker, so everyone loves to talk about it.
Right.
And
So like, but someone once told me this phrase, and I just think it stands for everything, like autobiographical fiction.
Absolutely.
And I love that term.
It's a great term.
It's a great term.
And
I didn't
memoir
make it
is
up.
so sort of French, and I'm so anti-French people these days.
Why?
Really, you want to hear?
Just, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. But I know, we had.
Is it because you're
a
British?
Parent, no. Had drama, Raph knows the story, had drama with a French woman in the playground. I have a kid, 8 years old. And you have to deal with freaks.
Yeah, I know.
Being a parent, you deal with these whole people that you would never talk to.
But it goes both ways. You also become friends with people that you would never have thought you'd be friends with, but you do share
There
that
were a
common
couple
thread.
that were just not very nice, and this one went
Yeah.
off on Richard, I'll tell you later.
Oh
So,
no! Oh no!
And you know how he is such a big mouth, and he just...
But whenever I see anything
Been
about
traumatized
what's his name? Koufax?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Whenever
yeah,
whenever I see that name, I think of Richard. Sandy Koufax. I had him once. I only used the tidbit about him because I always think of Richard Manitoba.
Jake's middle name is Koufax. I have no idea.
He's a Yankee. He was a Yankee.
He was a Dodger, wasn't he?
Oh, was he? I thought he was a Yankee.
Actually a Dodger.
Oh, well, that's as much as
why
I
I
know.
know that is disturbing that I know
Who
that.
knew?
That's funny. So, all right, back to your reading series stuff. Tell me about that.
Well, we don't have anything written in stone yet, but we're constantly together and yapping, and we're both writing, and Zoe has kind of felt like...
Well, Raph co-hosted with me.
Okay.
And it kind of came out of this thing that basically we never shut up. As you can see, we just blah, 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 blah. So when we get together on stage, we kind of have this thing. See, my first bit in New York, I was a
When did you move here?
I moved here in '84.
You did?
Yes. But I was a stone cold drug addict, so I was really just went from bathroom to bathroom from bathroom.
Well, the bathrooms were the place to be, my love. I mean, I remember all those bathrooms. That was the best place to be.
People always say to me, like,
You only want to be in the
you
bathroom.
know, so is it like famous drug addicts? And I was like, no, I hung out with the street people, the dregs of society. I wasn't a cool drug addict. I hung out with like lowlifes, like gutter people.
So did we. Come on.
So I didn't know cool people.
Right.
Like I didn't know rap. I went out to dance during clubs and stuff like that, and I know heard of the band, but it's not like I hung out unless you were a drug addict.
Right.
So I missed a lot of that life until I decided to get sober, like
Right.
in '95. Still won't stop using drugs. I still drink, but
Right.
I'm not like
So some people do it that way, some people do it the opposite way.
Right.
They stop drinking and they still use drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So you
Yeah.
can take your choice.
Yeah,
It's a short-lived world we live in, I know. I don't know. You know.
I don't know, but I know.
Exactly. I mean, we were all in those bathrooms.
Yeah.
I like both sides of the track, so I've seen the
Don't you
worst
think
and
a
I've...
great book would be The Bathrooms of New York, that you can find, that you can actually go and do drugs in?
Those bathrooms probably are
Blue
obliterated right
Tails.
now.
There's a great one in Crate and Barrel. You know the great...
Oh, now, like where you can go pee.
Where you could go and do drugs and do whatever you want.
I know, but bathrooms
There are certain good ones around the city.
still.
Still.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't believe
When I see a bathroom, it's got a ledge, I'm like, oh, that would be good.
that would have, yeah, I know. Oh, I think the same way. I'm like, God, that would have been a great bathroom. I just don't do those things right now.
It never leaves you.
I
It's a
know.
nice bathroom in the
I
Highland
do.
ballroom.
I have those bathroom flashbacks. I totally do.
Totally. I lived in them.
I did too. Yuck. I did.
I never went through that phase. I did.
She's the angel, I'm the devil.
See, but that's why it's
No,
so
no,
interesting.
no,
But
no.
people would have, like, I was almost intimidated by her because she was so, like,
Everyone.
pedestal. You were so on a pedestal for so long. And, like,
but because she's shy and she's
that's what's
mysterious,
so
people are
awesome.
scared.
and
Yeah.
gorgeous. And, like, but it's true, like, you guys, the cycle sluts, back to that, I know, it always happens, but, like, it's an amazing thing that happened. They were just
very
impressive.
Cool.
And,
It was a really exciting time in New York anyway.
yeah.
And I think that we just had a lot of fun as females, which I don't know how available that was to women before that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and you were
always
like
been
had
rockers,
tattoos
but-
on your arms, like
Yeah.
openly, before anybody did.
Yeah,
It
that was
was-
a big deal for me to
it
get.
was a big
I
deal.
purposely tattooed my arm because I only knew one other girl.
I didn't know
Yeah,
any, and I
tattoo
just
on her arm.
remember you had that,
Yeah.
like, I loved
It
it.
was very important to me to try to
It was so
obliterate
cool.
this Midwestern thing and be like.
Do you have that tattoo now?
Yeah, it was his panther. It was like 85.
It was
or
the
something
80s. It was the
stupid.
Ritz days. I know you
Yeah.
from the Ritz.
Yeah.
That's how I know you guys.
Yeah.
Because we worked at the Ritz
Mm-hmm.
And
back
that was-
in that
That was
day.
in the mid-80s. Yeah.
The Ritz was still the best place. Did you know Richard from back then? Because that's
No,
what we
I
had
know
like
Richard from even longer ago than that because Richard
that.
drove
He
a
says hi,
taxi.
by the way. Oh yes, I know.
And I was in his cab. That's how I met him the first time. But then he knows Chino, and you know, and he knows like everybody. You know, we just
You know, I
always
see your husband
overlap.
all the time.
I know.
All the time.
Exactly.
Right, like on that corner of 4th Avenue and 14th Street.
Yes, the neighborhood, and you know, when then now your parents and my kids are all grown up, and it's crazy, and it's like life goes on.
Possible.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
They're at the beginning of.
How old are yours now?
You know what? They are 18 and turning 21.
You look good, babe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
I mean, they're grown. Wow.
I know. Next semester, we're talking about you guys. They'll both be in college. I know. I know. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So we did
How did
something
that happen
right.
to us?
Well,
I
you
mean, I don't
know.
have any kids, but I'm on my friends and their parents that have kids that are college age. I'm like, how is
But
it
all of us,
possible?
all of a sudden we grew up, right? It seemed to go from, but like we've talked before, I still feel like I'm 16. I still don't feel like, I look at other people and not necessarily any of you in the room, but I do look at some people and go, oh, they're grown-ups.
Right.
I
Well,
know.
we're not like
I
that.
know.
Well, we're not like that. But you know,
haven't
I want to
figured it
take a little break and then come back and talk some more. So we're gonna talk because we have time.